Well guys, the time has come. I've officially updated my website. As you can see, it looks a lot more simple, and I've also added some new shirts. As you can see, they're epic. They're also on sale. The Liberal Tears mugs and everything, the original is still on there, and I actually have something very special to show you guys. I have one in real life. So here it is. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it's printed extremely high quality, and what I didn't know is that I actually have it on both sides. So if you're right-handed or left-handed, you'll be able to see a Liberal Tears mug from either side. And don't forget, you can also order it without the smiley face if you don't like that. But it's actually the most popular one. It was pretty funny. So here you go. Here it is. Check out the new website. You can read the description if you want. Check it out. Thank you guys. Let's get into the video. See you later.
Excuse me, do you mind if we talk you for a little bit of an interview? So
sure.
Tell us why you're out here today.
I am out here because on several occasions that I know of, Ben Shapiro has spread misinformation about the trans community. He's stated that it's a mental disorder, and it is not. He's gone on other things, and fermenting the continuation of these myths increases the amount of violence towards my community. And that's why I'm here.
Are you attending the event? Or...
I'm not sure that I'll be able to.
And if you had one question for Mr. Shapiro at the event, what would you ask him?
I would like to ask him, because he seems to focus, from what I've read, a lot on ancient Jewish books and stuff, that why is he that he says transgender is a mental disorder when the ancient Jews themselves believed in 5 different genders?
Okay, thank you so much.
Sure.
So, can you talk to us a little bit about your sign?
It says freedom for Palestine.
And what do you mean by that?
I mean, I didn't really make the sign. I'm just kind of trusting the person who created it for me. They're a little bit more educated than I am. What I know is that I have Palestinian friends, and they're having a really hard time right now, so I'm here to support them.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, I see you have a UFID. Are you your faculty here?
No comment.
Are you UF faculty here?
No comment.
Can we get your name?
No. Linda.
Linda.
How's that?
So, talk to us a little bit about your sign here.
So my sign says, words matter, hate speech kills.
What is hate speech?
So hate speech is when you attack specific groups or people. Like you make fun or have derogatory comments about transgender people or women.
And so, are you attending the event yourself?
I am not. I don't think there's going to be space.
If there were space and you were able to attend, what would be the question that you asked Mr. Shapiro?
I would love to attend, and so I think he has different ideas. I don't know all of his ideas, but I would like to know how he would propose to bring groups together.
Okay. And I guess my final question for you, so, you know, there's a debate in this country about free speech and what type of speech needs protection. So would you say hate speech needs to be protected?
I think at some point, no. I mean, it does need to be. No, it shouldn't be protected. It becomes dangerous.
It becomes dangerous.
I think the Supreme Court determines that at some point.
Right, but on an individual, the Supreme Court's not going to rule, you know, in every single case. So as a society, what would you, I mean, a specific example maybe of what you would qualify as hate speech?
So I'll just use transgender. So making fun of transgender or deciding that they shouldn't be included and having derogatory comments about them. That goes beyond free speech. Now you're affecting other people.
That's the problem. Mexico, the Mexican government, yes. If you cared about immigrants, you would be protesting the Mexican embassy for the murder, the disappearance of hundreds of thousands of Central American immigrants coming in every year. No, Americans do not rape. I'm a racist. Yo soy racista. Yo soy racista. Yo soy racista.
You can be racist against other brown people. Brown people can't.
I'm Salvadorian Spanish. I'm a racist because I'm Salvadorian Spanish.
Racist.
And what are you?
I am not a racist. Doesn't matter what you are. Anybody can be racist.
So I'm a racist. I'm an immigrant.
Says the racist. I am not a racist.
Are you an immigrant?
I'm a veteran. I'm an immigrant, okay?
I'm an immigrant.
You know what?
And I'm racist.
I'm illegal. I am illegal.
Okay, let's get out of here. Come on. This one's disabled.
You don't even
you're out here
know me.
protesting other immigration.
You don't even know me.
You're screaming at me. It's very clear who you
Ma'am,
are.
she doesn't have an argument.
And you have really
Don't waste your time on her. You can't
This
get
is
to
very
her.
I think you
ironic.
should apologize to me.
I'm sorry, you don't
I
know
am
anything.
proud, and I am not a racist. You better
Nobody deserves an
apologize to me
apology,
right
by the
now.
way.
You don't deserve any apology. You're
So
screaming
you're
at
a
me.
racist.
You're calling me
Right? If she doesn't
racist.
deserve it, then
I am not a racist.
Oh,
He is not
How
a
many
racist.
times do you have to say you're not a
You
racist?
don't even know
How
us.
many times? How many times do you have to
How
say
many
that?
times do you have to call me a racist and say it's okay?
I
You're
scream-
a bigot.
Hey, I
You
scream
are a
racist,
bigot.
and who turns
You
around?
are
The
one
racist.
who is a bigot.
I screamed the word
You
racist,
are
and you
the
turned
one who
around.
is a
So you
bigot.
answered the call, bitch.
Excuse me?
You answered the call. I said racist. You said
You're
where?
the one,
Me?
You're the one who offended me by calling me a
Oh, I'm
racist.
sorry. We're supposed to be the sensitive ones, and now you're offended. You call us sensitive, and now you're crying because you can't handle being
You know
called a
what?
racist.
You're a stupid, dumb, fucking ignorant bitch.
Speak your
and you
mind.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Speak your
Ma'am,
mind.
she has no argument.
You
That's why
called
she's
me a
saying it.
racist, okay?
If I
and
had
I
an
want you to
argument, maybe she would
apologize
listen.
to me.
She's
I
not
You have
am
no
no
argument.
racist.
You're
I am no
stupid.
racist.
You're voting for Donald Trump.
But isn't Donald Trump a racist?
Duh. No, he's not.
With
Yes,
all
he
his
is.
Mexican
No, he's
racist
not.
comments that they're rapists?
Name one. Name one.
Everyone may know.
Name one.
Illegals are Mexican.
Illegals. This is a country. We need papers. We need facts. You
Dude,
can't just come over
people
here.
like you are too lazy to go work your asses off for the food that you're buying.
What are you talking about?
Like-
You know nothing about me,
You're
bro.
an idiot.
You know
Us
nothing.
Mexicans are all working out in the fields
Are
where
you?
you bitches
Are
can't
you?
do that.
You're working out in the fields?
No,
Oh, so shut the
because
fuck
I'm
up. You don't know what
blessed
you're
enough.
talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. All right?
Dude, if you were in
How's
that
he a
place, you
racist?
wouldn't
How's
do
he a
shit.
racist?
Huh?
How's he a racist?
With all his Mexican comments,
Like what?
and in
Like what?
calling all Muslims terrorists, that's fucked up. I'm Muslim. I'm not a
He didn't say-
terrorist.
he didn't say
Yes,
all
he
Muslims.
did.
didn't
Yes,
say
he
that.
did.
Said
What are you
illegal
talking about?
Immigrants, illegal.
He's calling Muslims.
Yeah!
You have
What the fuck is up
Illegal.
with that?
But it's illegal. It's illegal.
What the fuck?
What is?
You're obviously an idiot.
To keep out the illegal immigrants.
What are they doing
Key
here?
word is illegal. We don't care about
He
it.
want you guys to come in.
For everyone.
No,
The
he doesn't.
illegal. He wants.
Listen to his interview.
No, we did. It's the illegals. We want you guys to come in.
Keyword illegals. all
We
right?
want you to come in through the proper channels so we have papers so we know where you're going and where you're staying. We can't just have this country for the people who we don't know where they are.
And I am not a racist.
Do you think you're going to
No, but I'm going to shout her down because she's a bitch from hell and she's calling me a racist, and I'm not. You're an ignorant, stupid idiot.
Tell me what I
sympathy for the Palestinians. And now the Palestinian issue is coming around, that Israel will be seen again as a pariah. And here in California, you were just talking about the strong left presence here. What would you say to the public who assumes that if someone's Jewish, they're going to support Israel prima facie?
I would say that if you're ethnically Jewish, that's an indicator that you probably don't support Israel. The fact is, speaking in terms of polls, the vast majority of the Jewish community has no interest in Jewish religion or in the Jewish state. And so treating people who are born Jewish as though they have any more authority than anybody else to speak about the state of Israel is idiotic. I mean, it's like polling people who are born Catholic on matters about Catholicism. The question isn't, were you born Catholic? The question is, are you a practicing Catholic? So, for those of us who actually care about the practice of Judaism and who actually care about Israel, those of us, we tend to be conservative. Everybody who's non-practicing, they go to synagogue once a year on Yom Kippur and break for lunch. I mean, why would you expect them to care about Israel or Judaism?
What do you think about
The Jewish Federation tends to be left because most of the people at the top of the Jewish Federation tend to be Reform and conservative Jews. Again, the correlation is not causation, but it is pretty clear that, speaking of correlation, Orthodox Jews vote heavily Republican. Conservative and Reform Jews, who have significantly less of an identity with authentic Torah Judaism, but have plenty of identity with bagels and matzah balls and claims of victimhood, they tend to occupy a lot of the Jewish federations around the country.
So, if the media is leftist dominant, how are Jewish people, especially young Jewish people, to get a good sense of what's happening and how they should view things.
Well, I mean, this is one of the things that I like about the fact the media is fragmenting, is you can have so many sources of information, places like your source. But there are many sources that you can look, but it's up to parents, particularly when talking about young Jewish people, to start introducing their kids to various other sources of information other than the traditional sources the kids will get when they go to school or when they turn on Trevor Noah, who, by the way, is a hack, or when they turn on any of the other various mainstream news networks, with the possible exception of Fox.
Would you characterize Jon Stewart, who people think of as a great Jew in media, as in fact a great Jew?
Based on what would I call him a great Jew? I mean, really, like I can't think of a single standard by which I would call John Leibowitz a great Jew.
Well, what would you consider him as having done?
Who is prominent? He's an ethnic Jew who is prominent. That's not the same thing. Noam Chomsky is also an ethnic Jew who's prominent. I wouldn't call him a great Jew either.
Do you feel the Daily Show is being used for as a political advocacy?
I mean, of course, that's exactly what it is. I mean, it's an advocacy show, absolutely. And unfortunately for them, Trevor Noah is not nearly as talented at being a political hack as Jon Stewart was, and he's really a step down. You take away for Stewart or Trevor Noah, you take away.
Hello, everyone. Hey, I'm just stopping by to remind you that liberals are insane. Social justice warriors are becoming more violent and triggered than ever before. Anyways, be sure to subscribe to KGP TV on YouTube and have a blessed day. Yeah, man.